Hey, what's going on, guys? So I'm just gonna make a quick pre-workout breakfast. I'll probably hit the gym in about an hour. Right now it's 8:53 a.m. on Sunday, and this is just something that digests really easy. I'll either do this or like cereal and eggs. So I mix all of this together and it turns out pretty well. So I have the pan on medium heat right now. I'm gonna do a cup and a half of egg whites. Usually I use whole eggs, but I'm just out of them right now. I gotta go to the grocery store. So I'll do a grocery haul as well today and show you what I pick up. So egg whites, and then you literally just throw in the oats as well. And you mix it up and let it sit in there a little bit. And for seasonings, I like to do salt, pepper, and then parsley flakes. And then once it's cooked, I'll throw in some cheese. So this is one serving of 4 Mexican cheese, only 5 grams of fat, 1 gram of carb, and 7 grams of protein per serving. And then, of course, everything covered in ketchup, like majority of the things I make. On the side here, about 126 grams of banana. So this meal is roughly around 80 grams of carbs. I'll put the exact macros on the screen. And then supplement-wise this morning, I'm taking 1 Centrum multivitamin, which I'm really consistent with. What I'm not consistent with is fish oil. So I'm going to try to take this again. It's been a few months since I've been taking fish oil. So right here I have 3 grams of Optimum Nutritions. So I'm going to take this, eat this food, and then I'll show you some clips from the gym. I'll be the first one to tell you that pre-workout supplements, or like supplements in general, are not necessary to increase performance or build a crazy good physique. But in my opinion, taking pre-workout, listening to music, and going to the gym is top three best feelings in the world. I'm not going to tell you the other 2, but I'll just tell you top 3. And then I recently found Spotify. I used to listen to Pandora, but for $10 a month on Spotify, you can literally listen to anything you want, build all your playlists. And I read a study months ago that compared listening to music with a heavy bass and going into the gym, and it actually increased performance. So like when I work out, it's either like some sort of screamo heavy rock, like Bring Me the Horizon, Seosin, or it's like rap with a really hard bass. So the music I listen to in the gym and outside the gym is completely different. But Spotify is absolute money. If you want to follow my playlist, it's Nick Bear 1990. I'm just building it. I just started it, but you can check it out if you want to. I got a few questions on that. I don't know about you guys, but I have honestly broken a dozen pairs of headphones in the gym. So like in between sets, I'll take off my headphones and let them hang, and then they'll get pinched in between weights or dumbbells, especially during deadlifts. They'll always get pinched in between 45s. So I'm pretty positive here soon I'm going to pick up a pair of Bluetooth wireless headphones to save me the hassle of breaking headphones, honestly, on like a monthly basis. It's getting ridiculous. I can finally say that my shoulder is almost at 100% again. If you guys know, about 2 or 3 months ago, I had a shoulder injury in the gym, and it was one of those things that I thought would just go over away. It was just normal wear and tear from the gym. But over the course of a couple of weeks, it progressively got worse to the point where I couldn't lift upper body at all anymore. So I took about a month and a half off, and then went back to the gym, and it hurt just as bad. Went to a few doctors, and they really didn't know what was going on. And I probably should have seen a more specific sports injury doctor, but I just really didn't have the time, for one. I know it's kind of an excuse, but I was kind of in denial that I was actually hurt. So what I ended up doing is doing my own research online and finding some rehab exercises that I could incorporate into my daily routine that maybe took 5 to 10 minutes while I was taking time away from the gym from doing any upper body work, because I didn't want this to get any worse. I wanted to get better. And it's one of those things that bad news doesn't get better with time. You know, you're in the gym, you're working through pain, and it's just not getting better. You got to identify those problems, take a step away, and kind of analyze what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. So that's what I did. And the shoulder rehab exercises I did, I can do a video on that if you guys want, made a huge difference. And I still do it every day prior to any workout, whether it be squats, any leg day, any upper body work. And it made the biggest difference. So now coming back into the gym, I'm finally starting to build my strength back up, and I can start incorporating more pressing movements, which previously really hurt me. I'm still staying away from incline bench, but after shoulder day is when my shoulder actually feels the best. So doing overhead presses with dumbbells and barbells really makes my shoulder feel the best, and I can start doing heavy dumbbell presses again, and it's just making the biggest difference, taking that time, identifying your problems, and working those weaknesses. All right, guys, so post-workout, I made some pasta. So I have 2 servings of pasta with 8 ounces of chicken breast I just had prepped, with half a tablespoon of coconut oil and a little bit of Parmesan cheese. So that's like my main carb protein source. And on the side, I used 2 slices of that Pepperidge Farm whole wheat cinnamon swirl bread. I used that yesterday for those baked French toast muffins. And I just made a peanut butter and jelly out of it with 1 tablespoon of peanut butter and 1 serving of grape jelly. A PB&J on cinnamon swirl bread, hands down, beats any other peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Hands down. So that's meal 2. I'm going to mow the lawn, get some stuff done, go grocery shopping, and then on to dinner. All right, so this week I spent $50 on groceries. This will last me pretty much throughout the week. Stopped at HEB on Sunday, every Sunday, except this Sunday, no free samples, which was a downer. Starting with protein sources, I got, 4.72 pounds of chicken thighs. And then I got 4.25 pounds of chicken breast. I got 2 cartons of egg whites. These right here. These are more expensive than the ones I usually get. These were like $4 a piece. And then I also picked up 18 eggs. So that's primarily on the weekends for breakfast and then during the week at night. Carbs, I got just regular whole wheat bread. I picked up some cinnamon raisin bagels. And then the poor man's carb choice. So when I was in college, this was my primary carb choice all the time. This is what we always ate. And people would stop by like, you guys eat like peasants. So potatoes, 5 pounds of potatoes for 89 cents. So I got 10 pounds of potatoes for under $2, which is a steal. I got some oats. So this is primarily my breakfast in the morning using these, which I picked up. So some sugar-free, fat-free Jello pudding mixes. The white chocolate one this time. I picked up bananas, my primary fruit source during the week. Milk. No almond milk this week, just some 2% reduced fat milk. Coleslaw mix, like a salad coleslaw. So what I do with this is I'll mix it with some Bolthouse Ranch or some sort of condiment dressing, and then throw it on top of, say, sandwiches, fish tacos, stuff like that. It turns out really well. And then the fun stuff. So some Sour Patch Kids, pre-workout carbs. Cereal of choice this week is some Fruit Loops, and then some cereal I'm really looking forward to trying. Dreyer's Slow Churned is like the best macros. So for this stuff right here, it's Fun in the Sun Banana Split. It looks really good. Per serving, which is 63 grams, it is 2 grams of fat, 19 grams of carbs, and 2 grams of protein. So tonight I'll probably have a few servings of that. But for $50, I got a good amount of food, which will last me, pretty much throughout the whole week. So I'm going to end up using this coleslaw earlier than I thought. What I'm going to make is 3 chicken, almost like chicken tacos. So I'm going to use 3 just flour tortillas, some of this leftover chicken, about 8 ounces of that, and then some coleslaw, which I'm not going to track, but I will track the 2 tablespoons of the ranch I use to mix in with that, and then top it with 1 serving of cheese. And on the side here, just for some more fiber, I'm going to have a Vitatop. So these actually aren't bad. You throw them in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and they turn out pretty well. All right, so I also topped them with some salsa. So these are like the easiest thing to make. I probably made this less than 10 minutes. 3 chicken tacos. See if you can get a... There you go. All right, we'll see. The coleslaw with the ranch dressing really adds some flavor.
Quickly all you lose some melody you never hear. When you were young you didn't care. It's the one that stole your father's life. That mighty dollar sign. These are the things that matter now. So sing along and be prepared to jump when the ship has sunk.
All right, so I opened this up just to check it out. Let me show you what I saw. Look at this. That is glorious. It's like a piece of, it's still good. It's like a piece of, I don't know. It looks good. It's like a jelly something. All right, so I'm going to have a few servings of this. We'll see what fits into my macros. The macros are good. All right, so I was able to manage 4 servings of ice cream, and it's melting already, so I got to eat it here soon. And then 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, and then 1 banana. And then for protein, I'm going to do a protein shake. I rarely ever do protein shakes, but I just feel like it. I haven't been that hungry lately, so like I'm really not that hungry right now. I'm just hitting my macros. So a scoop and a half of this birthday cake, Dymatize ISO 100, just throwing it here with some water. So ended up hitting macros, 80 grams of fat, roughly 410 grams of carbs, and 250 grams of protein. So that's about what I was shooting for, 80 grams of fat, anywhere from 400 to 450 grams of carbs, and 250 grams of protein. All right, guys, well, that wraps up this video. Hope you enjoyed this one. I really don't know when I'm getting this video up because my computer all of a sudden just stopped working. So it was like moving super slow. Like I would click something and then that wheel would just spin forever on my Mac. So I'm running through a bunch of tests right now, but it's really frustrating. So I'll try to get it up as soon as possible. You guys will know when it's up. So I will talk to you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.